It looks like the Spears family is growing again, but this time it's not Britney Spears who's expecting. It's her 16-year-old little sister, Jamie Lynn, who is having a baby. The junior Spears and the star of the hit Nickelodeon show Zooey 101 tells OK Magazine that she is indeed 3 months pregnant. Jamie Lynn says the father is her long-term boyfriend. Long-term, she's only 16 years old. He's 18-year-old Casey Aldridge, whom she met at, get this, church. Nice guy.
No word yet on the fate of Jamie Lynn on that Nickelodeon show, but Nickelodeon did put out a carefully worded statement saying, quote, "We respect Jamie Lynn's decision to take responsibility in this sensitive and personal situation. Our primary concern right now is for Jamie Lynn's well-being, not our show, Zooey 101. Is Jamie Lynn Spears just the latest example of another teen role model gone bad? And where are her parents in all of this?" With us now live from L.A. is Inside Edition's Jim Moret. So, Jim, first question, Heather's got a big one for you in a second, but is Nickelodeon going to let this show continue with Jamie Lynn starring?
Well, the show wrapped its final season in September. That means they've got some episodes in the can. It's very unlikely that they would stop showing the episodes. Zooey 101 is a big hit for Nickelodeon. It really wouldn't surprise me, and I know this sounds jaded, but if Nickelodeon's sister network, MTV, decided to step in and negotiate a new show, 16 and Pregnant, and make it a reality show, that may actually sell.
A reality show with another Spears probably really would sell. You know, one thing we were talking about here, and this really had a lot of us outraged, last time we checked, a 16-year-old girl, an 18-year-old boy, that's statutory rape. Any charges going to be filed?
You know, it's unlikely. You're right, it is statutory rape, and the reason, in every state there are statutory rape laws. 16 in California is simply too young to have legal consent. That age can go as low as 14 in some states, but in California, and if the child was conceived in California, that's one of the issues. Also, the age difference between the boy and the girl, here we believe it's 2 years. 3 years is a major factor in determining whether there's a misdemeanor or a felony. As a practical matter, there are many, many teen pregnancies and very few statutory rape cases filed. This is a very high-profile case, and this girl is a role model for 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old girls. So it's conceivable that charges could be filed, but I really doubt they will.
This role model thing is big, Jim, because, you know, I run into guys my age who have teenage girls, and they're just getting a migraine this afternoon, how they're going to go home today and explain this or say whatever. Is this as big a shock in Hollywood as it is in, you know, diners and elevators around the country?
John, it's a huge shock. I have an 18-year-old daughter who just sent me a text message before we came on the air. She's in New York, about to come home for the holidays, taking a flight home, and she is a little bit old for the demographic for Jamie Lynn Spears. She couldn't believe it. She said this must be a hoax. There was a hoax similar to this a couple of months ago with Miley Cyrus, the star of Hannah Montana. Turned out to be not true. This, unfortunately, is true. But my 18-year-old was stunned, and she said, "I can't believe this. What's happened to all these young girls in Hollywood?" I think that it's a very big problem. If my daughter were 12 or 13 and really idolized this girl, it'd be hard to talk to her about it.
Yeah, Jim, a big problem. Lynn Spears, the mom, supposedly close with her young daughter. She allowed her to live with the guy?
Isn't that unbelievable? You know,
So maybe we should just repeat that. The mother here allegedly allowed her own 16-year-old daughter to live with the 18-year-old guy. So
yes.
Is the mom partly responsible?
I think so. As a parent, I think that this really reflects on the mom more than it does on Jamie Lynn Spears. And when you say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with Britney, you can still go right back to the mom. And there are reports that the mom and daughter earned as much as $1 million from this OK Magazine article.
Wow. All right, Jim Moret, Jim, Inside Edition, big shocker. The nation is digesting this news now. Jim, thanks very much.